Okay, my algebras, we are now starting chapter 6, which is all about exponents and polynomials. But first, we're just going to address exponents. So today we're looking at negative and zero exponents and how we evaluate them. Let's first look at zero exponents. The rule is that anything to the zero power is 1, except if the value was 0 to begin with. So if I have 5 to the 0 power, that's 1. 3 to the 0 power is 1. So negative 8 to the 0 power is still 1. Now, if I have negative 8 without parentheses to the 0 power, technically this is negative 1 times 8 to the 0 power. So it would be negative 1. See how that works? Okay, if I have 2/3 to the 0 power with parentheses, that's 1. But if I were to have 2/3 but without parentheses, and it's just 2 to the 0 power and divided by 3, then that would be 1/3. Okay, go ahead and do this. You try if you're doing this at home. Pause the video and then check the solutions. Let's see how you did. These are the correct answers. Now let's take a look at negative exponents. Now, negative exponents, I want you to think of it as a ticket. Yes, you heard me correctly, a ticket. It's a ticket to ride an elevator. And you can either go upstairs or downstairs. So let's just take a look at this rule. A to the negative m power means that it's all over 1, or it has to go downstairs. If I were to think of every fraction, every number as a fraction, right? Because I can make a whole number. If I have a number like 2, well, that's just 2 over 1, right? And if I think of this as upstairs and downstairs, then I know that if I have a negative exponent, it either goes downstairs.
This is the high school 5-minute warning bell. Please
Or
to class.
If I had this exponent, if I had it like this instead, 1/2 to the negative power, then it would go upstairs and it would equal 2. So when we simplify this, if I have 5 to the negative first power, that's just going to be 1/5. Right? Because I'm just taking the ticket. And if I have 5 to the negative third power, that's going to be first you take the ticket. And I really want you to get in the habit of taking the ticket always first. And then it's just 1 over 5 to the third power, which is 5 times 5 times 5, which is going to be 125. 1 over 3 to the negative fourth power means you first take the ticket. You go upstairs, then you do 3 to the fourth power. And that's 81. So again, I take the ticket first. Both of these have a ticket, so that means they're going to be switching positions. The 2 to the negative third power is going to go downstairs, and the 3 to the negative second power is going to go upstairs. Now, I'm writing out all of these steps to show you step by step, but really you could just skip all this center part and go straight from the first step to the last step. Again, only the value with the ticket takes it. So 3 to the second power doesn't have a ticket, so it does not move. Only 2 to the negative second power.
Can we switch seats?
So hopefully you're seeing this process. Again, this is a different one. It's negative 4 to the negative second power. So that's just like negative 1 times 4 to the negative second power. So that's going to be the 4 to the negative second power goes downstairs, right? So it's going to be negative 1 times all of this. So it's going to be negative 1/16. Okay, here's your U try. Pause the video here and then check your solutions. Alrighty, I would like you to complete, the other second part we're doing is evaluating expressions. If I have a to the 0 power and b to the negative third power, and I know the values of that, I plug in those values and then I evaluate the expressions.
Like, I like, actually, yeah, that's.
Please don't make me think about that.